upcoming Cruiserweight Championship battle between Chris Billam-Smith and Richard Riakporhe is going to be a fight that's a rematch, and it's going to prove which man has progressed enough to move forward in their careers, seeing that they faced each other early on, and now the stakes have been raised. Let's talk about it. Saturday, June 15th, we'll see a rematch between Chris Billam-Smith, WBO World Cruiserweight titleist, taking on Richard Riakporhe for the second time. And now the stakes have been raised because Billam-Smith is a world champion, and Riakporhe, who has yet to secure that title, feels that he's a champion in recess, in the waiting. But we're going to find out. These two men faced each other back in 2019, July of 2019, and a split decision was awarded to Billam-Smith at that time. And the interesting thing, the split decision was awarded to Riakporhe at that time. And the thing about it is, when you look at these two men, they are very, very similar in what they've accomplished in the ring and what they bring as fighters to the ring. Both are close in age. Riakporhe is 34, Billam-Smith is 33. They both are orthodox fighters, with Riakporhe being a couple of inches taller at 6'5". However, the two men are bangers. They are blood and guts warriors. What I like about Billam-Smith is, though at times he can appear to be a little bit clumsy, he's definitely a spirited fighter who fights with a great deal of intensity. He's a heavy-handed fighter. He goes out there. He's not afraid to take risk. You might even shake him up. You may even get him down, like Riakporhe did in the 7th round of their first fight. But he'll get up and he'll fight back, and he'll fight harder. And his nickname, the Gentleman, suits him perfectly outside of the ring, because that's exactly how he carries himself. But inside the ring, he is definitely all warrior. Now Riakporhe, he's the type of fighter that comes in fast hands, athletic, he's strong. He'll take risks, but sometimes the risk that he take, his opponents haven't been able to capitalize on him. I feel between the two of them, the one who has the stronger battle resume is Billam-Smith. And the reason being, one alone, is the fact that he has faced Riakporhe before. And since then, he's taken on the likes of Isaac Chamberlain and Lawrence Okolie and even Matus Masternak. There are no fighters on Richard's resume that measure up in that regard. outside of Billam-Smith. This is why this fight is integral, because we're going to find out whether or not Billam-Smith has advanced as a fighter, because his May 2023 majority decision over Lawrence Okolie saw him become a world champion for the first time, and Okolie seemingly fell apart during that fight. Okolie, who is known to be a guy who will grab and hold, but he was down in the 4th, the 10th, and 11th rounds. Billam-Smith was really having his way with him, and he showed himself to be strong late in the fight. Even if Okolie had tried something late, he may not have been successful because Billam-Smith was dialed in. Has anyone noticed that Billam-Smith looks a little bit like John Cena? I don't know, maybe his little brother from another mother. But anyway, Riakporhe feels that Billam-Smith is only warming the title belts for his waist. But I think that this is the type of fight that, though they've shown respect and disregard for one another, something's going to happen in the ring that make the two of them go to a place that is going to be most exciting for the audiences. And that's why we tune in to watch these matches. When you have fights that are 50-50 or 55-45, sometimes they are worth the price of admission. Sometimes they're even better so than that. And I believe that these two men on the 15th of June are going to provide exactly that for the audiences. I believe also that Riakporhe is thinking that Billam-Smith is not on his level, so to speak. But I would warn and guard him against the underestimating of a fighter, because when a fighter becomes a world titleist, a lot of times the confidence that comes with that makes him even a tougher fighter to defeat. And Richard needs to be prepared for a different Billam-Smith. But what do you think? This is Stormy B-Man. Shout out to the mighty LDBC and Liberated Perspective, a third eye view of the world. For more content such as this, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Peace to everyone, and everyone please remain safe.